Dear students, let us see the last topic of first unit, user interfaces in operating system. Communication between a user and computer is two-way. One of the job of the operating system is to provide a user interface so that human can communicate with the hardware that makes up a computer. When you buy a piece of software, it too will have a user interface so that you can access and use the software. A user will give data and instructions to computer, and a computer will give information back to a user. The way that a computer and a user communicate is known as the interface. User interface facilitates communication between an application and its user by acting as an intermediary between them. Each application, including the operating system, is provided with a specific user interface for effective communication. The two basic functions of user interface of an application is to take the input from the user and to provide the output to the user. The type of input taken by the user interface and the type of output provided by the user interface may vary from one application to another application. User interface is a part of operating system. User interface facilitates communication between application and its user. A user interface of any operating system can be classified into one of the following type. First is command line user interface and second one is graphical user interface. Command line based operating system. Command line interface is a type of user interface that enables the user to interact with the operating system by issuing some specific commands. In order to perform a task in this interface, the user needs to type a command to the command line, that is called as prompt or shell or interpreter. In order to perform this, we have to type a command. When the user enters the key, the command line interpreter received a command. The software program that is responsible for receiving and processing the command issued by the user. After processing the command are called command line interpreter. The command line interpreter displays the command prompt again along with the output of the previous command issued by the user. The only disadvantage of this CLI is that the user needs to remember a lot to interact with the operating system. Lot of different commands we have to remember. Therefore, this type of interface are not considered very friendly from the user's perspective. Let us see the two different types of command line based operating system. Number one, DOS, disk operating system, and number two, Unix. MS-DOS uses command line user interface in which the user interacts with the computer with the help of some predefined commands through a command line interface. In DOS, the commands are executed by command line interpreter by translating them into system calls. Generally, this interpreter resides outside the kernel so that the kernel is not affected by the user. This figure shows the MS-DOS command line user interface. Some common commands are like cd, dir, copy, del, edit, rename, mkdir, chdir, cd, like this one. Unix was originally developed by AT&T employees Ken Thompson, Dennis Ritchie, Douglas McClory, and Joe Osana at Bell Laboratories. It is CLI based operating system. The Unix shell is command line interface similar in some ways to the old DOS prompt on the PC platform. A shell is a program that provides the command line interface. It inputs commands from the user, interprets them, and executes them. Using a shell, user type a command, press enter, and the command is immediately executed. Let us see the demo of these two operating systems. This is the MS-DOS. In order to perform a task, we need to type a command at the command prompt. This is called as command prompt, denoted by this C. Here I will enter some commands, use some commands like this, then use a basic command dir like this. I can use another command to create a directory, mkdir or simply md rhr. Then see the directory whether it is created or not. So here you can see the directory is created. Now here I want to enter into this directory cdrhr. Here I get the prompt again, C:\rhr. Now here if I see any file, dir command, using again same dir command, I cannot get any file. So to create the file, I will use this command, simple command r1.txt, copy con r1.txt, and then enter, and enter some text. So when I want to store this file, it is stored in a buffer, temporary memory. Now here I will use Ctrl Z, that will be copied. So this one, now file 1 r1.txt is created. See the contents of this file, type r1.txt. So it display the contents of the file. Now you can copy this file into another location, r1.txt to H drive. There is another logical drive present in this laptop. So go to the H drive, the file is copied, H and colon. Let us see here, H colon is present. Now again put the command dir. You can see r1.txt from h1. You can use absolute path or relative path to copy the contents of one directory to another directory. And whenever you want to exit from this mode, you can put simple exit command. Now this is another interface, again command line interface of Unix. Now prompt is there, we can say shell, $prompt. So Bourne shell or bash, we can also call it as a bash. Now here I will use the same command for listing the files and directories. In DOS I am used dir command, but here I have to use another command like ls. But here remember you have to use small letters. Now pdp is there and r1.txt is there. Now here to create the file I can use cat command, cat r2.txt, and press enter. There is no file. It is used for displaying the contents of the file, but for that purpose I have to use, for creating the r2 file here, I have to use this command. Now here I will enter some text, press enter, and again Ctrl Z. That will be stopped. Now let us see the same command ls. R2 is available here now. So use the same command cat r2.txt to see the contents of r2.txt file. This one is the contents of r2.txt file. I will use CLS screen. There is a CLS, it is not actually working. CLEAR, clear. Then it will clear the screen. CLS is in DOS. Clear is in Unix or Linux. You can use det command. You can use time command. We'll see this in first one or two practicals, the commands of Linux or Unix under the operating system practicals. So this is about user interface, command line interface. Here no use of mouse. So to exit from this one, you just press Ctrl D. It is log out. It will be logged out. And again, when I enter again Ctrl D, then it will logged out completely from the system. Let us see another type of user interface, that is graphical user interface. The graphical user interface is a type of GUI that enables the users to interact with the operating system by means of point and click operations. GUI contains several icons representing pictorial representation of the variables such as files, directory, and device. The graphical icon provided in the user interface that can be manipulated by the users using a suitable pointing device such as mouse, trackball, touchscreen, and light pen. The other input device like a keyboard can also be used to manipulate these graphical icons. The GUI are considered to be very user-friendly interface because each object is represented with a corresponding icon. Unlike the other user interface, the users need not provide text commands for executing tasks. GUI considered to be more user-friendly. Why? Because there is no need to use command line or commands. Remember the commands like in MS-DOS or in Unix. Let us see the operating system Windows. Windows is a series of operating systems developed by Microsoft. Each version of Windows includes a graphical user interface with a desktop that allows users to view files and folders in Windows. Microsoft Windows is designed for both home computing and professional purposes. Some Windows versions are Windows Home Edition, which includes Windows 3.0, 3.1, 95, 98, Windows ME, Windows XP, Windows Vista, Windows 7, Windows 8, and now Windows 10. So this version is Windows 10. Another GUI operating system is Linux operating system. It is operating system like Unix. It is created by Linus Torvalds. Linux is freely distributed operating system. There are no license. It is completely free. Linux is available in several distributions. Some of the most popular distributions include Red Hat Enterprise, CentOS, Debian, OpenSUSE, Ubuntu, etc. Linux also supports several hardware platforms including Intel, PowerPC, DEC Alpha, Sun Sparc, and Motorola also. Most Linux provides either the KDesktop environment, that is called as KDE, or the GNOME interface, both of which are built on top of X Windows and resemble the Windows interface. Let us see the difference between CLI and GUI. There are a lot of differences actually. Some are summarized here. In CLI, command line interface, it enables the users to communicate with system through commands, while in graphical user interface, it permits a user to interact with system by using the graphics, images, icons. In CLI, only keyboard is used as a peripheral, while in graphical user interface, keyboard, mouse, or any other pointing device like pen, digitizer, we can use. CLI has high precision, while GUI has low precision. CLI is high speed as there is no graphics. GUI is low speed. It requires some memory to store the images. That's why it is low speed. Usage is difficult, required expertise. That means we have to remember the commands. It is very easy. No need to remember the commands. Just point and click. Low memory requirement, while it requires high memory. Little flexible user interface. It is highly flexible user interface. CLI don't handle typing errors. GUI normally handles typing errors and also correct them. Here we end the topic 1.3 of unit 1 and it concludes the first unit.